Hello students, hope you all are good. So in our today's module, we'll be studying about the meristematic tissue, right? Now students, meristematic tissue is one of the plant tissue, fine. And I have already explained you this thing that meristematic tissue, they are basically known as the dividing tissue, fine. We can say that they have the power to divide to form new cells, right? Now, what is the function of these tissue? They help in increase the length and width of plant. Fine. And they are present only in the growing areas of plant. Like talking about the length, so in this term it is length. Right? And talking about the width, students, so width in this manner. Fine. Now new cells that are produced by meristem, they are similar to the meristem, but as they grow their characteristics changes and they differentiate. Now students, talking about the characteristics of meristematic tissue, which is very important, fine. So the first one, you can see that cells are active, fine, they are active. They have dense cytoplasm, right? Cytoplasm is more in case of meristematic cells. Next we have is that they have thin cellulose wall, right? And prominent nuclei. But they lack vacuole. As vacuoles, they provide rigidity to cells and prevent quick cell division. Now students, cell needs a dense cytoplasm and soft cell wall for cell division. Now we'll be discussing about the various types of meristematic tissue. So first one you can see here, the apical. Then we have the intercalary. Look here students. The first one is apical. Then we have the intercalary, and the last one we have is the lateral meristem, right? Now talking about the apical meristem, students, let's just discuss its location and function first. So you can see here in this picture, students, the green one on your right hand side, this portion is the apical meristem. You can see here it is present in the growing tips of shoots or roots. It's very obvious that if they are present on the growing tip, so their function would be to increase in length, or we can say to give the height to the plant, fine, or we can say that they help in the primary growth of the plant, right students? Now coming on to the next one that we have is the intercalary meristem. So look here students, intercalary region, this one is the intercalary portion, which is present at the base of leaves or internodes, right? Internodes. Internodes. Now students, what is its function? They increase in length of organ like leaves and internodes, fine, as they are present only in at the base of leaves and internodes. Now talking about the last one that we have is the lateral meristem. Students, these lateral meristems, they are found in woody trees and plants, right? Now, talking about their location, can you see here in this picture? This one is the lateral meristem, which is found here. Fine. Now, they have two types. One is cork cambium, that is found beneath the bark of the plant. Another one we have is the vascular cambium, that is found in vascular bundle. And vascular bundle, you all know students, fine. That is xylem and phloem, right? And now talking about its function, it basically gives the secondary growth, fine. Listen to this thing very carefully now. Apical meristem helps in the primary growth of the plant, and talking about the lateral meristem, it helps in giving the secondary growth, and it helps in increasing the diameter and girth of the plant, fine. I hope this thing is clear students. Very simple and easy topic. Moving on to the next type of plant tissue, that is the permanent tissue, right? Now, as the name itself suggesting that it is permanent, it means it is not the dividing tissue as that of, or we can say like the meristematic one, fine. It is it just a permanent tissue, and tissue that comes from meristematic tissue, they are matured, Fine. So permanent tissue are the mature tissue. They are made up of dead cells and they have lost the power to divide. Very important. They are matured cells, so obviously they has lost the power to divide. Now students, they have a definite shape, size and function, and they may be dead or living, right? Now the process by which, very important term students, the process by which cells arise from meristematic tissue and take up a permanent shape, size and function, that is called differentiation. Fine. So the cells basically which arise from the meristematic tissue, for example these are the cells. Fine, I'm making it with the yellow color. These are the cells. Now if they take up the permanent shape, size and function, so this process is said to be differentiation. Now very important thing students, permanent tissue are of two types. Look here, the simple permanent tissue and the complex permanent tissue, right? Now talking about the simple permanent tissue, they are further categorized into three categories. The first one is parenchyma, then we have collenchyma, and last one we have is the sclerenchyma. Fine. And talking about the complex one, first we have is the xylem, then we have the phloem. Right? I hope this thing is clear to each one of you students. This was all about today's module. I hope the topic is clear. Thank you.